The protesters have shifted their focus from Wall Street to Capitol Hill. And here they are, hundreds of protesters gathered in front of the U.S. Capitol building. They have a permit to protest on this lawn, but we have already seen several people arrested. Protesters say when the interests of big corporations are at stake, their voice, their interests no longer count, and they're angry at the fact that the influence of money is only set to grow in U.S. politics. The Supreme Court's decision now allows corporations to funnel as much money as they want into candidates, and protesters say it's legalized corruption. The cozy relationship between big businesses and lawmakers here led to the complete lack of oversight over Wall Street, which brought about the financial crisis of 2008. And not just Americans were affected, but the whole world. So people here want money out of politics, but it's easier said than done. And a lot of people, especially outside the movement, are very much skeptical about whether the protests can actually change something. Some say that the tents and the banners, won't change anything. What do you say to that?
I think the tents and the banners are a crucial part of being publicized and being public about it, because it's so easy to ignore a movement unless it's in your face.
Do you think the movement has any impact? I mean, it's been there for 4 months, right?
The movement has a huge impact in that a lot of things that are not even talked about in the political agenda usually are now being talked about. There's in the news on a constant basis talking about income inequality, the fact that corporations are running our government, have stolen our elections so many times with all the legalized bribery and the campaign finance system and other things that aren't as legal.
Moving into the night, hundreds more, if not thousands, joined the protest, and they marched all the way from Capitol Hill to the White House.
Get up, get down, it's a revolution, get up, get down, it's revolution.
Here they are, hundreds of people standing right outside the White House.
NDAA, we say no way! NDAA, we say no way! NDAA, we say no way!
The movement has certainly evolved. I mean, you see less of the tents across the country because authorities, under different pretenses in different cities, they have evicted protesters out of their occupied locations. But you see more of these one-time actions, one-day rallies like this one, which started on Capitol Hill and continued all the way to the White House right here. These people are here to get their message across. A lot of young people around, but again, whether or not these protests will bring any results, that still remains very much unclear.